So what, we get drunk. So what, we smoke weed. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what,
Hey YouTube, this is a video of the 31 interesting facts of marijuana. Now let's begin with number 1. Marijuana is created from the dried, shredded flowers and leaves of the hemp plant, known as cannabis. Number 2. Marijuana is the most common illegal drug used in the United States. Approximately 100 million Americans have tried marijuana at least one time, and more than 25 million have smoked it in the last year. Number 3. According to one national survey on drug use, each day approximately 6,000 Americans try marijuana for the first time. Number 4. Worldwide, it is estimated that 162 million adults use marijuana at least once per year, and 22.5 million use the drug daily. Number 5. After alcohol, marijuana is the most popular recreational or mood-altering drug used worldwide. Number 6. Just under 40% of high school students in the United States report using marijuana at least once in their life, and 20% report using it regularly. Number 7. It would take 800 joints to kill a person, but the cause of the death would be carbon monoxide poisoning. Number 8. There are over 200 slang terms for marijuana. Some of the more common nicknames include pot, grass, weed, hash, and ganja. Number 9. The international and scientific name for marijuana is cannabis. However, the substance is most commonly called marijuana in the United States. Number 10. The name marijuana comes from a Mexican slang term for cannabis, and is believed to have derived from the Spanish pronunciation of the names Mary and Jane. Marijuana came into popularity as a name for cannabis in the US during the late 1800s. Number 11. The cannabis plant can grow in nearly any environment and averages 1 to 2 inches of growth per day, and up to 18 feet total in ideal conditions. Number 12. The primary active ingredient in marijuana is THC. This is a chemical that produces marijuana's mind-altering effect. Number 13. The psychoactive side effects of THC in small doses include loss of inhibition, elation, and a distorted sense of time. The drug can also cause increased visual sensitivity and a heightened imagination. Number 14. Depending upon the weather conditions, soil type, and time of harvest for a cannabis plant, as well as a specific mixture of dry leaves and flowers in the marijuana product, a sample of marijuana can contain anywhere from 3% to 20% THC. Number 15. Cannabis seeds were used as a food source in China as early as 6000 BC. Number 16. The first recorded use of marijuana as a medicational drug occurred in 2737 BC by Chinese Emperor Shen Nong. The emperor documented the drug's effectiveness in treating pain. Number 17. The first law in American colonies regarding marijuana was the 1619 law that actually required farmers to grow the hemp plant. Once harvested, hemp was useful for clothing, sails, and rope. Number 18. During the temperance movement of the 1890s, marijuana was commonly recommended as a substitute for alcohol. The reason for this was that the use of marijuana did not lead to domestic violence, while alcohol abuse did. Number 19. Marijuana was first severely restricted as a recreational drug and medicinal drug in the U.S. by the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937. This law did not prohibit marijuana, but imposed such a heavy tax that the legal sale and use became nearly impossible. Number 20. In October of 1937, Samuel Caldwell was the first U.S. citizen arrested under the Marijuana Tax Act for selling marijuana without paying the newly mandated tax. He was fined $1,000 and sentenced to 4 years of hard labor. Number 21. Hemp was a staple cash crop of the family farm in early America. The first 2 drafts of the United States Declaration of Independence were written on paper made from hemp. Number 22. The Controlled Substances Act of 1970 made it illegal to possess, use, buy, sell, or cultivate marijuana in the United States. The law classifies marijuana as a Schedule I drug, meaning it has high potential for abuse and no acceptable medical use. Number 23. Marijuana production and trafficking make up the world's largest drug market, and the substance can be grown in almost every single country. The United Nations Office on Drug and Crimes has data on 172 territories and countries known to grow marijuana. Number 24. Paraguay is believed to be the world's largest producer of marijuana. Number 25. According to the UNODC, there are several countries worldwide where greater than 8% of the population are said to use marijuana. Among those countries are the United States, Canada, England, Spain, France, South Africa, and New Zealand. Number 26. In 2000, nearly 900,000 arrests for marijuana violations were made in the United States. Approximately 90% of offenders charged with marijuana-related crimes were arrested for possession only. Number 27. From 1850 to 1942, marijuana was listed in the United States Pharmacopoeia as a useful medicine for nausea and labor pains, and was easily obtained at the local general store or pharmacy. Number 28. Current supporters of medical marijuana believe this drug has significant medical value for patients who suffer from AIDS, glaucoma, cancer, multiple sclerosis, epilepsy, and chronic pain. Several studies have been published to support and document this belief. Number 29. In 2003, Canada became the first country in the world to offer medical marijuana to pain-suffering patients. Number 30. In 1996, California became the first U.S. state to legally allow medical marijuana for patients with a valid doctor's recommendation. For the last interesting fact, number 31. While marijuana is still a controlled substance under federal law, 13 U.S. states currently have compassionate use laws in place, which allow for regulated medical marijuana use. An additional 17 states and the District of Columbia have legislated to recognize the value of medical marijuana, but do not protect users from federal prosecution. I hope you enjoyed the 31 interesting facts of marijuana. Comment below and tell me some interesting facts of marijuana. Thanks for watching.